What do stars, galaxies, and you have in common? You're all a product of the Big Bang, but what exactly is the Big Bang? How did it create the universe, and what mysteries about it are scientists still trying to solve? Welcome back to Understanding the World. Let's blast off. We often hear about the Big Bang, but we bet you won't forget this intro. From a point smaller than an atom, the universe expanded in a fraction of a second, creating all matter, energy, and time itself. The Big Bang wasn't an explosion in space, it was an explosion of space itself. At first, there was nothing, then 13.8 billion years ago, something incredible happened. Everything that exists, all of the stars, galaxies, and planets, the Earth and you, all came into being at once in a moment known as the Big Bang. In a split second, the universe went from smaller than a pinhead to the size it is today. Wait a minute, if the Big Bang was billions of years ago, how are scientists still discovering new things about it? Because the story of the universe is far from over. It took centuries for humans to understand that the Earth goes around the sun, not the other way around. There's so much more to learn about the universe and how it began. Now let's dive into the fascinating science behind the Big Bang Theory. At first, all matter was squished into a space smaller than an atom. It was unimaginably dense and hot, then suddenly, everything exploded outward. No, not like an exploding star, which is called a supernova. This was a much bigger explosion. In less than a second, the universe expanded from smaller than a proton to the size it is today. As the universe expanded, it rapidly cooled. As it cooled, particles like protons and neutrons formed. These particles combined to form the nuclei of the first atoms. A few minutes later, the first elements were born, hydrogen and helium. So simple, right? Well, it gets more mind-blowing. For the next 380,000 years, the universe was a hot plasma. Photons of light bounced off of free electrons and couldn't travel very far. But as the universe continued to cool, the photons had enough energy to combine with protons and electrons to form neutral atoms. This allowed light to travel freely for the first time. That ancient light is still around today. We can see it as the cosmic microwave background. It's one of the pieces of evidence that supports the Big Bang Theory. Next, gravity started pulling gas together. Over millions of years, the gas clouds got denser and denser, forming the first stars and galaxies. Stars are massive balls of hot gas. As they shine, they create heavier elements. When a star much bigger than our sun runs out of fuel, it explodes as a supernova, scattering even heavier elements like gold, silver, and uranium into space. These elements are the building blocks of planets, asteroids, moons, and, eventually, life. After 13.8 billion years, here we are. The Big Bang is the best explanation we have for how the universe began. Here's why. First, the universe is still expanding. Galaxies are moving away from us. The farther away a galaxy is, the faster it's moving away. If you could go back in time and observe the universe billions of years ago, you would see that everything was much closer together. This observation is known as Hubble's law, and it supports the idea that the universe began with a Big Bang. Second, we can detect the faint microwave radiation left over from the Big Bang. It's called the cosmic microwave background. Remember the light that couldn't travel freely in the early universe because of all those free electrons? As the universe expanded and cooled, the photons had enough energy to combine with protons and electrons to form neutral atoms. That allowed light to travel freely for the first time. Some of that light is still around today. It's incredibly faint and cold, just as predicted by the Big Bang Theory. Third, the abundance of hydrogen and helium in the universe matches predictions based on the Big Bang Theory. Scientists know that the universe is mostly made of hydrogen and helium with trace amounts of other elements. This is another piece of evidence that supports the Big Bang Theory, but the Big Bang isn't the final answer. It raises more questions. What caused it? What came before? Did other universes exist? Scientists are still searching for answers. Think about it, before the Big Bang, time didn't exist. You can't go back in time to see what happened. So figuring out what came before the Big Bang, if anything, may be impossible. As for other universes, who knows? Maybe there are infinite universes, each with their own Big Bang, or maybe our Big Bang was just the beginning. As we look up at the stars and galaxies, we are reminded of our place in the universe. Everything we see is a product of the Big Bang, including us. We are literally made of stars. The atoms that make up our bodies were forged in the cores of stars that lived and died billions of years ago. So what do you think came before the universe? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching. See you next time.